Hello, welcome. Come on in. Oh, it's a lovely frosty morning up here at Tadnall. Oh, but the sun's shining and it's absolutely beautiful. Now then, I've got to thank you all for the very supportive messages that I received after last week's vlog. Totally unexpected, but totally appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. It's also December. I've also found out over the last week or so that there's a lot of young children that actually watch my vlogs. Nothing like getting started early, is there? Anyway, look, if you're age 12 and under, I have a competition for you. During the next 4 weeks, in my blog, you will see a little bit of Christmas. Yeah, just a little bit, just a token. If you see it, write it down so you can remember what it was. For example, it might be a Christmas tree, it could be anything, but it will be a Christmas item and you will know it when you see it. Write it down over the next 4 weeks, and on January the 3rd, on my vlog on January the 3rd, I will select at random 3 names, and those names, the first one drawn out of the hat will receive one of these hats and one of these rather special mugs. The next 2, the second and the third one drawn out, will each receive a mug. Now, the full terms and conditions for this you will find on my website, narrowboattales.com, but I'll repeat them on my last Sunday in December, which I believe is the 27th, and the closing date for entries will be the 31st of December, midnight. So good luck to all you lovely young people that are watching my vlogs. Thank you. Right, now in this week's vlog, we leave Bileston. I don't actually video much going through Stoke, sorry. I found it very built up, and I don't really want to record lots of people's houses and housing estates. But when we get to the Stoke locks, now that was interesting, very interesting. So I've got a sequence for you today of going through the Stoke locks, and when we get to the top, we'll take Narrowboat Morningstar for a walk. You have to find out about that one. So let's get on with it, shall we? So this is where I've moored up at Bileston. Beautiful wooded area, but a very busy towpath. Let's jump now to the locks at Stoke. Now, as I arrived at this one, I thinking to myself, what goes on here then? I couldn't see the lock. I didn't know if anyone was coming, and I was sort of scratching my head a little bit, wondering, what do I do? Then I get to see a chink of light. It's the lock gate opening. What on earth is going on here? Time to creep forward and go on a voyage of discovery. To aid viewing, all lock chamber sequences have been speeded up 5 times. There are many legends to be found while cruising the canals of the British Isles. One such legend I spied sitting on the lock gate. This is Rob, otherwise known as Rob the Lock. This guy is amazing. He spends his days looking after solar boaters and others by cycling between the bottom and top locks of Stoke and ensuring a nice passage through for everybody. Hats off to you, Rob. There are 4 locks in the Stoke lock flight, each with a rise of 10 feet. It's hard to imagine that we are now in the middle of Stoke City. The city itself was formed in 1910 from a federation of 6 towns: Burslem, Fenton, Hanley, Longton, Stoke and Tunstall. In the novels by Arnold Bennett, these became known as the 5 Towns. Venture further into the city, you will find that the town hall is in Glebe Street, which is itself an imposing and formal 19th century building. Opposite the town hall is the parish church St Peter, where you will find a commemorative plaque to Joshua Wedgwood. How different our cities look when viewed from a canal. On our left, we see two of the many bottle kilns still in existence and preserved for prosperity. I wonder how much wine each one of those would hold. And so to the entrance for the second of our 4 locks. It's amazing to think that these locks have been here some 250 years. I wonder if they ever conceived, when these were built, that in future generations will be using these canals as a place of leisure. Certainly is a testimony to their skills of building, that's for sure. Go, Rob! Go! What a star he is. As we cruise this pound, let's discover a few facts about Stoke-on-Trent, not commonly known. Did you know that calling people duck has absolutely nothing to do with aquatic birds? It is said to come from the Saxon word ducus, from which the title of duke was derived. The tiles on the floor of the Houses of Parliament were made in Stoke-on-Trent by Minton. Sir Stanley Matthews, the famous footballer, was in fact born in Hanley, Stoke-on-Trent, and he never ate the crusts on his bread. He always cut them off, so the story goes. Did you know that the Stoke City squad once included a vicar in midfield? Father Elijah Smith used to take off his cassock to play for the Potters in the 1880s. And starred in the club's first ever league win over Notts County. It's said that the vicar started in 12 away league games, of which they lost 11. To our right we can see the back entrance, not for public, to the Victoria Museum. This museum is actually the location of the area's first public hospital, and many claim that the site is haunted, with the ghostly sighting of a barge back in the 1990s being the last known event. As we enter our last pound before the last lock, let's conclude our facts on Stoke-on-Trent. Edward Smith was the captain of the Titanic, and he was born in Hanley. But his grandson was also a war hero. Simon Melville was the son of Captain Smith's daughter Helen, and during the Second World War was in the RAF, where sadly he lost his life. So, as we enter Stoke Top Lock, in the books it's defined as being a 10-foot rise, but there are many out there who will swear it's actually 15 feet. It certainly looks a lot deeper than all the rest, that's for sure.
Don't do drugs.
Right, okay.
Well, I used to drink. I gave up when I was 21 on my birthday.
Yeah.
So I haven't touched a drink for 20, I'm 48, for 27 years.
Oh my God.
So with the Stoke flight now behind us, it's time to leave and head on ever nearer to Harecastle Tunnel. As we exit this lock, to the right is the entrance to the Coulden Canal, the nearest services and of the most famed statue of James Brindley. But for today, we will cruise past this turning and we will moor up on the visitor moorings just beyond this boat which is waiting to come down. Those of you that have a very strong-willed dog will understand the sentiment when I say that sometimes it's very much like the dog taking the owner for a walk. So here I moor up lovingly at the visitors' moorings, but for some reason, no matter what I do, having done a perfect slide up to the mooring, I could not stop the boat. The boat just did not want to stop. So I had to jump back on it. Next time I'll remember not to leave the boat and tick over going forward when I want to moor up. Evidently this is quite a common incident to happen among boaters. Well, there you go then. So, everyone who has subscribed to my channel, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate you being with me, and it means an awful lot to me. If you've not already subscribed, then of course you can do the usual and press the old subscribe button, or I think it should be in the bottom right hand corner of your screen if you're watching this on a tablet or a mobile device. And if you want YouTube to let you know every time I release a particular vlog, then please do ring the bell. Yes, well then. So, as I say, it's a beautiful morning here, absolutely stunning, and all I can do is wish you all the same and hope that your morning is absolutely stunning too. I hope your health is well and that you keep safe over the coming week, and I really look forward to showing you something of summer again in next week's vlog. And until then, ta-da.